Hi everyone. So this is quite exciting. I'm quite excited about this. This is our baby Abel's first trip in the van. We're going to do 1 or 2 nights. It's a bit of a tester. See how we do. We might have to juggle things around in the van to try and find a convenient place for him and us to sleep. Becca, give us a wave. For those that are worried, she is actually sat on a belted seat. It's been in here for a few years now and it's passed numerous MOTs, so yes, don't worry. She's perfectly safe, got her own seat belt. So yeah, we're going to drive it. We're only going about 45 minutes to an hour away from where we live, but just going to test it out and see how we do for Abel's first trip. So we'll see when we get there. Becca said to me, is this where you're taking me, to this road? I'm like, yes it is. But as you'll see in a bit, there's some nice views around, nice things to see, nice little town to walk to and have a wander around. So trust me, Becca, you'll be fine.
It's just because you're always like, oh, never settle on where you stay.
I do say never settle, always, it's all about the location.
It's always like, oh, you can always find somewhere really nice to stay, and then he just brings me to the side of a road. I was just surprised. But I've been promised beautiful lights.
It's very pretty in this town, and I'll tell you the town when we go for a wander. So I want to wait for it to get dark. It gets dark about 4 o'clock, and it's 2 o'clock now. Yeah, we'll wait till 4 o'clock before we go. So yeah, this is
nice,
huh?
Nice.
Yeah. There's a nice river here that we walk down, and yeah, I'll save it a surprise and I'll tell you about it in a bit when we go for a walk. But yeah, this is baby's first trip in the van. So Becca's putting the food away. We went and bought these, and these were recommended to me by, I made a post on Facebook and YouTube, and these were recommended to me as being sort of the leading brands of smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms. So yeah, these are Fire Angel, this is a carbon monoxide alarm, and this is a smoke alarm, and they're very good reviews. So we're going to install these because we're paranoid parents. So
safe parents.
Safe parents.
Paranoid is not the word.
She doesn't like being called paranoid. We're safe parents. So overnight I'm going to disconnect the gas bottle completely, so there's no chance of that leaking. But I also want a recommendation from you guys for gas alarms, a decent gas alarm that I can keep in my gas locker just in case, you know. I do already have a carbon monoxide alarm. Have you moved it? It's up there somewhere.
It's just
can I have that? So this is my old carbon monoxide alarm, which does work, and it has worked in the past when there was smoke in here, carbon monoxide in here from the heater. That was because I drove through a big puddle and it messed up all the pipes underneath the van. Anyway, I've got a bit of smoke in the van, and that did save me. But I wanted to get a better one, and this one reads the level in the air, doesn't just go off when the levels are too dangerous. So yeah, I'm grateful for everyone to recommending that for me. I think Ash Pollard told me about that one, and Greg Verga, he uses this as well. So lots of you do. So thank you for your help. It's 22 degrees in here now.
It's a bit warmer.
Yeah, you happy? You had to turn it down now?
Turn it down.
She was cold back there. When we're driving, the heat doesn't get back there.
Cold is an understatement. But it's freezing.
She was freezing apparently. She had a granny blanket over her, bless her. Let me show you Abel. Abel is still sound asleep. Look at his chubby little cheeks. Anyway, we'll see you in a bit. So that cute shot you just saw of the baby sleeping very quickly ended when he woke up and realised how hungry he was. Anyway, while he's having a feed, I'm going to mess around with these smoke alarms. I'm going to hand the instructions to my wife, who loves reading instructions, don't you, Dan?
Sure.
You do?
Do I?
Yes.
I wouldn't say that. It's just you're incapable of reading the instructions.
You wait till we're off camera. Yeah, you can tell me where to fit them regarding height, place, positions and stuff, yeah?
Okay.
We'll do this carbon dioxide first, and I'll show you where we fit them. There we go, that's where we've decided to fit the alarms. Now there's going to be people on here that are going to have a go at me. You've put it in the wrong place, and it's quite difficult to find a place in a van this small. It's not small, is it? But you know what I mean. It's quite hard to follow every step of the rule. The carbon monoxide alarm's got to be 15 centimetres down from the roof. The smoke alarm's got to be 15 to 30 centimetres down from the roof. You're meant to be a horizontal 1.5 meters at least from possible carbon monoxide. You know what I mean, thingy majiggies that could cause carbon monoxide. So we're happy with it where it is there. You hungry?
No.
Oh yeah, we had a big Five Guys, was it called?
Yeah.
Five Guys. Alright, see you in a bit. Good boy. Letting Becca have a nap. Abel's just been fed and he's getting a bit cranky, so I'm just gonna take him for a little walk for half hour. Let Becca have a quick power nap. Let's see what we can film, see what we can show you. Shh! I'm trying to get some nice B-roll. Stop crying. Oh, this water's got like a... It's really clear. It's got like a green shade on it. It reminds me of in Wales. What's that town called? You're not enjoying it. You're not enjoying it. Okay. Let's go back this way. Oh, come on, buddy. Have a nap. Reminds me of Bedgula in Wales. It's an old copper mining town, and because of all the copper coming down the hills, it sort of dyes the water sort of green colour. This road here gets quite busy during the day, but at night it's dead quiet. There's really pretty views over this side. And over this side, you might just be able to see, and we're going to get a bit closer, there is a big castle. I'm going to move the van a bit closer when it gets a bit quieter. There's already these spaces that are empty now. They were all full when I first arrived with day visitors. So yeah, we're not really sure where baby's going to sleep right now. We've got this carry cot here. This is a travel cot thing, which he can sleep in. He has spent a night in that before. So he's going to sleep in that tonight, probably on the kitchen worktop. It's either he sleeps on the floor and Becca sleeps on the sofa so she can keep an eye on him, or he sleeps on the kitchen worktop, or we put this cot on the sofa and we sleep in the bed. But I think Becca wants to be able to keep an eye on him, so she might sleep on the sofa and he'll sleep in his cot on the kitchen hob, on the kitchen top, you know. I'm not sure yet. We need to mess around with a few ideas and maybe change the layout or build something for him, but we'll have a go later. There's some herons and swans up here. Oh, they just flew off, that heron. See all the vans parked along here. If anyone who's watching this has a newborn or babies or has had babies and kids in vans, could do with some tips. And you know, I've had my daughter Belle stay in the van many times. We love staying in the van, going away together. She's 9. Never had a newborn in the van, I don't think. I don't remember how Belle was. Yeah, there's a heron. Ah, here we go. Yeah, any tips or suggestions about baby sleeping positions, high, low. Don't want them in. Don't want the baby up the top. Be too hot. Be too cold on the floor. So sofa height or kitchen height probably is the best location for the baby. Right, I've been out for half an hour. I'm going to walk back 10 minutes back to the van. That'll give Becca 40 minutes to have had a nap, and then I think we're going to feed the little baby again. And then all of us are going to walk back into the town. It's really pretty when the light goes, because it's lit up for Christmas. It looks really, really nice. So it's a quirky little town. I love this town. The castle's just amazing. I wonder if I can fly my drone here. Don't know, there's probably rules. I'll check. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. So the battery ran out when we went for a little night walk around the town. Should I tell them where it is? A lot of people will know where this town is.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Don't know. Just didn't like to. We gave up telling people where we were staying, weren't we?
Not the areas. You don't need to tell them exactly where we're parked. You can tell them where we've gone to.
All right. Well, we're in Arundel, which is quite close to us, about an hour from us. And so we're parked right next to the Arundel Castle, and it's a really beautiful town, and all the pretty Christmas lights right now are it's stunning, and they've got quirky little shops and cafes and bakeries, and you know, I love it. I love Arundel. But it's so cold outside, isn't it? Mm. We were freezing.
Nice and wrapped up warm.
Yeah, if you're walking, you know, you're warm, but I think we're at 22 degrees in here right now. We're trying to keep it a regular 19 or 20 degrees for Abel. But we'll see. We're just going to set, once I've done this washing up, we're going to just lay these down and set up his little basket on there for him to sleep in tonight. I'm going to do some dinner first, have a couple of drinks. Becca, any worries about having a baby in the van?
Oh yeah, many.
What worries do you have? Maybe we can get some tips from people.
So, obviously the heat.
You don't want it to be too hot.
Yeah, so recommended temperatures for babies are between 16 and 20 degrees apparently, hence the egg.
Yeah, that's what the egg's for.
Not so bad when they're awake and you're awake and you can see them and everything, but when they're asleep at night, you obviously don't want them to overheat. Luke likes things very, very warm.
Yeah.
In the flat, here in the fan, he likes it hot. He doesn't seem to realise that if you put more layers on, you will still be warm.
No.
He just likes to be shirtless, and then the temperature has to suit how he's dressed, not the other way around.
Yeah.
So, obviously in our bed, it's up high. It gets very hot in the night when the heat is on, and I can't stand it. But down here it's really cold, so obviously we need to find a comfortable middle ground for Abel.
We're now thinking on the sofa, right, for his cot?
Yeah, it all depends, like, because then if we're both up there, we'll still hear him, and then at least he's...
Oh, well, you'll hear him from the next street along.
I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable. I know he's not sitting on the hobs, but I just don't quite feel comfortable putting him on top of the kitchen unit.
Alright, well, we'll sit him on the sofa where you're sat, and you can see him from the bed, can't you? You could even sleep with your head this side if you're that worried. Yeah.
So there's that. Then there's obviously all the gases and things, so using the gas, and then the heater and everything, and whatever that emits, his tiny little lungs. I mean, I know everything's been fine, we've never had any problems, and touch wood, we won't tonight, but obviously he's got tiny little delicate newborn lungs.
Little baby lungs.
So obviously a little worried about that.
Yeah, I'll disconnect the gas bottle before we go to bed, because I haven't got a gas alarm yet. I do want to get one. It's only the heater, possible carbon monoxide if you did get gases in, which I've only had that happen with me once. And if something caught on fire in the night, but it's mainly the heater which is the biggest concern, because when it's really cold out like it is today, I want the heater on all night.
Yeah, but I won't have that.
Well, we'll see, because I think...
But at the same time, without it, it's too cold.
It's too cold for Abel, definitely.
And then I guess the only other thing I'm a little worried about is obviously it's a tiny space in here, and there's not much to do.
Earlier you saw me, I filmed it, you saw me just pacing up and down here, because you can't really walk around with him to try and calm him down.
So if he gets a little bit worked up and he can get bored with the scenery and just things.
Yeah.
So you walk around the whole flat. We have just a few meters to walk around.
Yeah.
So if it just gets too much, and he's just not calming down because he's bored, that worries me.
Oh, let me turn this light off. What are you looking at, buddy? What are you looking at? Abel, you're going to give everyone a smile. Hello, mate. Hi, buddy. Hi. What are you doing? You just been fed? Have you just been fed? What? What are you thinking? Are you looking at this big camera thinking, what is this? What is this camera? Anyway, so is that all the concerns that we've got?
So, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, anyone that's got newborns or children in their vans, you know, give us some tips. I built this van for, well, Becca and I and Belle. So it's a 3-berth thing, but I haven't built it with a newborn in mind, so... He's just staring at me. It's too bright for him, this light. Hang on. Hello, mate. Hi, buddy. Hello. Go on. Give us a smile. Hello. No smile for me. No. I'm not sure if we're going to do anything for dinner. Maybe I might just have a sandwich. And then yeah, we're probably going to sit him his cot on the chair there, and I might even put a bungee strap around it just so he doesn't. He can't even roll over, but we'll just be in. What's that word?
Super cautious.
Oh, okay, we'll go with that instead of paranoid. Alright. I'm just doing a bit for YouTube. Baby in a van. What do we think? You're not enjoying it? You're not enjoying it? Right, well we had some food earlier, so we've just chucked some ravioli out of a tin in a pot just to have a bit of a snack. And this guy is getting a bit tired now. He really wants to have a sleep, but we're not letting him yet because it's only... What? 7:30. Oh mate. 7:30. Yeah. So we're gonna have a bit of bite to eat. See you in a bit. Baby likes to be in motion, otherwise he cries, so I'm pacing up and down. Becca keeps loading my fork up for me. This road does get busy during the day, but yeah, woke up with castle views. I'm pushing an empty buggy. Becca and Abel went off for a little walk, and I'm gonna go meet them in town now. Hello everyone. So while I'm going to do the washing up, well, I'm about to do the washing up, how did you find Abel's first night in the van?
Not as bad as I expected. Without the heat on, it was just too cold.
It was really cold out here last night, but we had the heat on all night.
But I guess I'm just used to you having it like really, really hot, but you managed to keep it at a decent temperature.
Yeah, we aimed for 19, 20 degrees in here last night. The heater was actually set at 15 degrees, but obviously the heat, it just builds and builds in a van, unless you've got like decent fans on the roof taking air out. But so yeah, set that at 15, but it kept it 20 degrees all night, which was fine for us. But there is a lot less space in here with a baby, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah, it got a bit tense in the night.
Oh yeah.
And he woke because he's.
Oh, we had so much vomiting yesterday.
Yeah, he's actually asleep now. We're trying to wake him up.
Yeah.
But so he slept in his carry cot on the sofa, and then when I got up and went to feed him, there's obviously not much room to change him as well, and it just always gets a bit.
Yeah, we're changing
he's tired.
Changing him and stuff here, and we're getting backache from bending over. So I don't know. You want to be up. You don't really want to put him on the kitchen top, but it would be higher up and better for changing him and stuff. But I don't know.
But it didn't go as bad as I thought it would. He slept well. I wasn't as nervous as I expected, probably because I was just so tired. And we've been out and been for walks this morning. It's
very nice, isn't it, Arundel town?
But he does, for such a small baby, take up a lot of room.
He has so much stuff.
Yeah.
He has more stuff than I do in this van. I've only got a few t-shirts, a few trousers, pants, socks. But he's got bags and bags and bags of stuff. Big sterilizer bucket to sterilize all his...
Yeah, that's the thing. You've got to take so much stuff with you. For a baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to make up a bottle, which we have to do once a day, you have to take sterilisation kits if you're there longer than a day. He's on quite a few vitamins and medication at the moment. We've got to take all of that and stuff to sterilise that with and things. So yeah, then nappies, wipes, like 1,001 muslins.
Goes through a lot of stuff, doesn't he?
So.
But it went alright, I think.
Yeah.
We thought about having another night in the van, but...
Well, you're not feeling so great,
I'm not feeling great myself. Don't know if it's COVID, but we've got some tests in here. We're going to do that now. Fingers crossed for me. Actually, where is it? I'll get it out now so we remember. Should we do this in a minute?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to do the washing up, and I want to see if I can get the drone up for you guys to see this castle from the air. If I'm allowed to fly here. I have Googled it quickly. Nothing's saying I can't. Getting his medicine ready.
Yeah.
Is that one done?
That one's ready to go.
Should we wake him up?
Yeah.
Buddy. Come on. He doesn't want to wake up. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Want to come back to the land of the living? Alright, we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, you ready? You face this way, don't you, mate? Okay, you ready, Becca?
I'm waiting for my blanket.
Your blanket. Such an old lady. Right, are you set? You all set? You're not all set. Blanket for you back here. Turn these off. Right, should we go, mate? Check out this little spot. Little walks. There's loads of walks around, but yeah, up on the downs. Cool little place to stop. I have spent the night here before. My wife and I, well, we were going to do 2 nights. Well, we were thinking about it, see, depending on how the first night went. It went okay, better than we were expecting, but still, I'm not feeling great actually. So, yeah, we're just going to go home. But we thought we'd come up here and have a bit of lunch. You just can't appreciate how good the view is on this lens. So, yeah, it's pretty nice up here. It does get windy. Nice sunsets over there usually. So that was the first night with the baby spent in the van. Oh man, my van is filthy. Look at it. Wheels just really desperately needs a wash and a clean and a paint. Just have a look at the little man. Hey buddy, what's the matter? What's wrong? Give you a little shake. Are you tired? Okay. All right. I think we're gonna call it there on the video. Dude, I'm trying to do an outro. Anyway, that was Abel's first night in the van. Certainly a lot more challenging. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Stop him crying. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Subscribe and I'll see you next week's video. Say goodbye, Abel. Say goodbye.